Hello teachers, today I'm going to show you how to have a resource page in Google Classroom. This is a great place where you can store your rubrics, where you could have videos that you want your students to look at for reference. This is where you can store specific instructions, or even where you can put a syllabus. So the first thing that I'm going to do is click on the classwork tab up at the top. Now, as you know, this is where you post all of your assignments and where you can separate them by topics. So I'm actually going to create a topic and I'm going to call it resources. So these are where I'm going to put anything that I want my students to be able to view at any time and have easy access to. You don't want to put assignments under this because then you're expecting the students to do something with that work and to upload it. Now normally you're used to hitting create up at the top and then creating an assignment or a quiz or even a question. But the fourth option is a material, and you can see that it kind of looks like a book with a bookmark. So when you hit that, you're going to see that it looks very similar to creating an assignment. However, there's no spot to have a due date, and there is no spot to have grades for it. Now this is a newer feature to Google Classroom, which is great because previously teachers would have had to put their syllabus right into an assignment and just tell their students, hey, you don't have to submit anything for this. So this is actually much easier. So I could have created this in order to put a rubric, but you could also put a syllabus in here. You can really use anything that you want that's going to be in one central location for students to use and view. And then you can add anything you want down in this left-hand corner here. You can add it from your Google Drive or from a file. So if I had an actual rubric that I wanted to upload, I might get it from my Google Drive and I might click on the file with the rubric. I'm just going to pretend like this is one. And now notice it doesn't give me an option to make a copy or anything like that. It's just going to give them viewing access to this document. Now before I hit post, you can see right here it says topic. Now if you click that, any of the topics you created, I created the resource tab, are going to be here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to hit post. And then it's going to go ahead and post, and it'll be right underneath the resource page. And notice on the left of this little, it's not an assignment, but on the left of this item that I created, it has the material icon. So a lot of teachers I know actually keep their resources up at the top. So if you have a rubric that you use for the same type of paper every single time, maybe you want to put it right there. If you have directions to specific projects that you have frequently, maybe right there. If you have certain videos that you want them to always check, or an editing checklist or peer review guide or a syllabus, you can put all that stuff right here. So that way you're not telling the students that they have to be assigned anything or that they have to have it as graded work. It's just the material, much like you would have in your classroom if you hand out a syllabus and ask them to keep it in their binder. This is very similar here. And you can see that it's right there for them to view at any moment in time. Now, I just want to show you how this looks different than if you create an assignment. So again, if I create a tab and I just call it work, and then I go and I create an assignment for that, and I label this work 1, notice that there's a due date and there's points assigned to this. It's very different than creating the material. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that under work and hit assign instead of post like it was for the material. And you're going to see that there's even a different icon. So this is telling students they'll actually get notifications saying that they have work that's due on the due date, whereas for the material they will not. They'll just get a notification saying it's there, go ahead and view it. And I always like keeping resources up at the top because it's the first thing that students are going to see. So that is how you create a resource page or tab in Google Classroom.